Our storm team had a special guest today.
We sure did. We love Wednesdays. Let's pass it back to Jared for today's Storm Team Student of the Week.
Storm Team Student of the Week, sponsored by Ingalls.
All right, it's our favorite segment of the week. That is Storm Team Student of the Week. With me is Madison Snapp. Madison, are you excited to be here?
Yes, very.
Yeah, I know you're really into weather. And what's your favorite subject?
Is it okay if I have 3?
You have 3, but I'm more interested in that first subject. But keep going. Go ahead. What's your 3 top subjects?
I like science, music, and art.
That is correct. So you are definitely very high on science, right? So we're going to be talking more about a little bit of science within cold weather and pipes. But Madison, I got to tell you a secret. I kind of just told it to you a few minutes ago. I made a C in middle school art. That's not good, is it? No. I could barely draw a straight line. I still have terrible handwriting to this day, but I think most scientists do. So either way, don't tell your friends I'm terrible at art, okay?
Okay.
We'll keep that between us. But either way, we're going to be talking more about pipes later. But first and foremost, where do you go to school at, Madison?
I go to school at Central Heights Elementary.
That is Central Heights Elementary, right? And what grade are you in?
I'm in 3rd.
And who are your teachers?
My teachers are Miss Brewer and Miss Carrier.
And I bet they're excited to have you here. And would you like to give any shout outs?
I would like to give a shout out to my mom, Janet Snapp, and all my friends.
I know your teachers, your mom, and your friends are excited to have you on here today, and we'll be talking a little bit more about some science here in just a second. But speaking of which, we're going to be talking about the cold weather over the next 7 days. Here's a look at that 7-day forecast. As I've mentioned before, it's going to be cold for pretty much a long period of time. But look at this. What's the warmest temperature you see on here on the next 7 days?
Like the warmest is definitely 34.
Yeah, and what's the coldest one you see?
I definitely see that the coldest in the day is 22, but definitely at night is definitely 8.
Yes, so it's going to be very cold, and one number that's of interest is this number right here. What number? Why is that important? What is that? It starts with F.
That number is very cold because that number is below freezing.
At freezing, all right?
Yeah.
So 32 is at freezing, and most of the numbers you see right here are either at freezing or below. So that causes issue with very cold conditions. We've got to remember the 4 Ps: pipes, plants, people, and pets. So today, we're talking a little more about pipes. So what does the temperature outside, Madison, have to be when we start having to worry about pipes?
The temperature outside has to be at least 20 Fahrenheit for the pipes to break.
Yes, that's right. So frigid temperatures typically near or below 20 degrees, right? And that air starts to rush into the exterior portions of your house. And when that air rushes in, especially if you're not dripping a faucet, that can cause the water to freeze. And when the water freezes, what happens?
When the water freezes, the ice expands, and then that concludes to your pipes probably breaking.
Yes, that is correct. So when the water freezes, the ice starts to expand and the pipes potentially could bust. So the main component is to make sure your pipes are insulated, as well as make sure you have that faucet dripping over the next 7 days, especially this Saturday night into Sunday morning with a low of 8 degrees. But either way, Madison, that's our segment for today. You have any questions for me?
No.
Give me a fist bump. Say back to you.
Back to you.
Great job. If you have a child who would like to be our Storm Team Student of the Week, log on to WJHL.com and fill out an entry form.
Storm Team Students of the Week must be in grades kindergarten through 5th grade and attend a school within the Tri-Cities viewing area.
Just as we're recovering from the winter weather last weekend, a little more coming.
Yeah, a little more coming this weekend in the forms of snow this time. I want to make it clear, it's not the snow versus ice situation. It's likely going to be mostly snow, but as I was telling me and Madison were talking about pipes, right? So you got to remember the 4 Ps: plants, pipes, people, and pets, because it's not just about the snow, guys. It's going to be really cold on Saturday, forecasting high of 20 degrees, and as I just told you, 20 degrees is typically that number when pipes start to freeze. So it's going to be very cold. Definitely want to keep that faucet dripping as you're heading into the weekend.
Winter is definitely here.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. Thanks,
Jared, thanks.
Yep.